ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على نبينا Muhammad وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. أما بعد, let's then inshallah continue. Today we have reached the 28th Juzz, which we will be taking of the Quranic diagrammatic overviews. This is a very, very important part of the Quran, especially for us today. Some scholars say that if the Muslim Ummah was to focus on these ayat in this Juzz, just 9 ayat, surah, sorry, this would be enough to motivate them to come back to what they should be. So this 1 hour, bi-idhnillah, by Allah's permission, can change a person's life. SubhanAllah. So inshallah, let's go for that. Let's make intention that Allah Ta'ala, He changes us for the best. Okay, as we have been, inshallah, from the beginning, let's look at the links of the surahs. Now I'm going to go through this very swiftly because of the amount of detail, but just make brief notes and later on we can share the actual table. Okay? Mujadilah is the first surah. This is related to the previous surah Hadid. In Surah Hadid, there was a call to have the struggle against the external enemies. In this surah, Mujadilah, there is guidance on how to deal with the internal enemies who are the munafiqun. Okay, so internal enemies, the munafiqun. And in this surah, we will find the munafiqun are referred to as Hizbu Shaitan, the party of Shaitan, and the mu'mineen, the believers, are referred to as Hizbullah, the party of Allah. Moving on then, Mujadilah then links with Surah Al-Hashr, which is the second surah, in that these munafiqun, they befriended the Bani Israel, whom Allah Ta'ala was angry with, maghdub alayhim. They befriended them and they would hold secret councils, najwa, secret meetings regarding the Prophet ﷺ and the believers on how to plot against them. So again, munafiqun have been mentioned. Surah Al-Hashr then moves on and links to Surah Mumtahina, in that the believers are being told, do not befriend the people who have earned the wrath of Allah, the Bani Israel. Mumtahina then moves on, and you could say, before we move on, these 3 surahs, if you bracket them together, this is talking about the internal struggle against the munafiqun. Okay. Moving on then from Mumtahina to Saf. Saf is an invitation to the munafiqun, to actually do what they say. Because the munafiq says, I believe in Allah and His Rasul, but now Allah is giving them an opportunity, do what you say. Walk the talk. You talk, let's walk the talk now. So Surah Saf is giving them an opportunity. And giving them an opportunity to become the Ansarullah, the helpers of Allah. So that's Surah Saf. Saf then links into Jumu'ah, Surah Al-Jumu'ah. To remain a collective ummah, we have to follow the Quran and the Sunnah. The advent of the Prophet ﷺ is in order to teach us the ayat, the wisdom, to purify us. Yes? So, we can only be collectively strong as an ummah if we are together. Jumu'ah means together, and Friday is the gathering of the believers in order to receive this guidance. That then moves on to Surah Al-Munafiqun. To remain strong, the positive aspect is in Jumu'ah, to go to Jumu'ah and to be reminded, to be strengthened. The negative aspect is stay away from what the munafiqun do. So the Surah Munafiqun is all about hypocrisy. And the 2 main things Allah has mentioned there for us as believers, remember Allah much and spend in His cause, and this will keep you away from nifaq. Munafiqun then links into Surah At-Taghabun. At-Taghabun is, again, the scholars say this is a summary of the whole Makki Quran. SubhanAllah, one surah, At-Taghabun. Talks about Iman. So if there is nifaq, The antonym of nifaq is iman. So here is iman in At-Taghabun. This is what iman is, how you will renew it. Okay? In At-Taghabun also mentions the importance of family life and to keep yourself and the families safe from the hellfire. In the family situation, a person can very easily go to two extremes. He can go to the extreme of divorce, yeah, or it can go to the extreme of loving the spouse so much that you break Allah's laws. Yeah. These two surahs have been then brought together that for this community to be a strong community, you need a strong family. In order to have a strong family, you need to keep to the hudud of Allah, the boundaries of Allah. So do not break the boundaries of Allah even when you are in your most vulnerable position of giving talaq. And also do not love your spouses so much that you make what is halal haram on yourself. You see the balance, subhanAllah. So with this linkage, inshallah, hopefully it will make more sense when we go through the surahs. Let's start with Surah Mujadilah. Surah Mujadilah, let's just take the central theme then. Mujadilah means the one who disputed, the lady that disputed. We'll come to that. Central theme is the hidden propaganda of the munafiqun in najwa, meaning private councils, negatively impacts the Islamic society and weakens the state. So be aware of this. The first few ayat mention the lady who came to the Prophet ﷺ complaining about a practice called dhihar, when the husband would say, you are like my mother, so you are not halal to me anymore. But she's also not divorced. So where is she? She's hanging in the middle, yeah? So there are rules and regulations regarding how to get the expiation from this. Then it talks about in section 2, ayat 6 to 13, it talks about their whispering. Yeah, whispering in ayah 7. Let's just take that ayah. It talks about their najwa. And Allah Ta'ala is telling them that Allah Ta'ala, He is there. So we'll take just the Arabic, you read the English, inshallah. Alam tara anna Allah ya'lamu ma fi as-samawati wa ma fi al-ard. ما يكون من نجوى ثلاثة إلا هو رابعهم ولا خمسة إلا هو سادسهم ولا أدنى من ذلك ولا أكثر إلا هو معهم أينما كانوا ثم ينبئهم بما عملوا يوم القيامة إن الله بكل شيء عليم. Allah Ta'ala, He knows everything. Whether you are 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter. He is always the one, yeah, who's there, and He will tell you what you used to do. So you munafiqun, you need to think about what you are plotting. Allah is aware of it. Also talks about their greeting to the Prophet ﷺ. We mentioned before, they would say, Salam alaikum, death upon you. So Allah Ta'ala is mentioning that here as well, not to do this. It then goes on in the second section to talk about the etiquettes of gathering, how we should be in our gatherings. So it says, when people come, make space for them. And when the gathering has ended, then go to your place of return. Yeah, these are etiquettes that Allah Ta'ala is giving us for the gatherings. It then mentions a beautiful section, subhanallah, of Hizb Shaitan and then Hizbullah. Let's just very briefly take 1 or 2 ayat here. Ayah 14 regarding the Hizb Shaitan. And this is giving us the qualities, and I will just list them. أَلَمْ تَرَ إِلَى الَّذِينَ تَوَلَّوْا قَوْمًا غَضِبَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْهِمْ مَا هُمْ مِنْكُمْ وَلَا مِنْهُمْ وَيَحْلِفُونَ عَلَى الْكَذِبِ وَهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ. Have you not considered those who make allies of a people with whom Allah has become angry, meaning the Bani Israel? They are neither of you or them, and they swear to untruth like while they know they are lying. Qualities of the munafiq or the Hizb Shaitan. 4 qualities, make a note inshallah. They befriend those people whom Allah is angry with. They give false testimony. They are influenced by shaitan to turn away from remembering Allah. And they are the enemies of the Muslim community. 4 qualities of the Hizb Shaitan. Hizbullah is then mentioned in ayah 22, beautiful, subhanallah. I'm not going to read all of that. But at the end of that you can see, أُولَٰئِكَ حِزْبُ اللَّهِ أَلَا إِنَّ حِزْبَ اللَّهِ هُمُ الْمُفْلِحُونَ. So qualities, 6 qualities of Hizbullah. Write them inshallah. Iman in Allah and the Akhirah. So first they have Iman. Number 2, they are loyal to Allah and His Messenger. Allah has written in their hearts Iman as a result of their loyalty. They are supported Number 4, by Allah. Number 5, they are pleased with Allah and Allah is pleased with them. And number 6, they will be successful. Ulaika humul muflihun. Inna hizballah humul muflihun. They will be successful. These people who have loyalty is Allah and His Rasul. Moving on to the next surah. The next surah is Al-Hashr. Hashr means the gathering. This is regarding the Bani Nadheer who were expelled from Medina in the middle of the 4th year of Hijri. So 4th year of Hijri, Bani Nadheer expelled from Medina. Central theme, the opponents of Allah, His Messenger and the Islamic State, the Munafiqun, are humiliated. Advice to the Munafiqun to keep away from the association with the Bani Israel and to acquire the correct understanding of the attributes of Allah. The last section is beautiful. We all know the section. Yeah, long list of Allah Ta'ala's attributes. Anyway, let's have a look at some of the things here. So the first section really is talking about the crimes of Bani Nadheer and the punishment of expulsion. So they were expelled by Allah and His Rasul from Medina because of their betrayal to Allah and His Messenger. Allah, He cast terror in their hearts, and subhanallah, scary. You know, they were, because they loved the worldly life, they had such nice houses. But when Allah Ta'ala put ru'b, cast terror into their hearts, they realized we have to now run away from here, leave. So what they did, they started to dismantle their own homes. Subhanallah. Meaning they were destroying their own homes by their own hands. Because they thought they wanted to take this frame, take this, yeah. So Allah Ta'ala is saying that you destroyed your homes with your own hands. They were expelled. Khair. Then commandments in the second section are given regarding the wealth of fay. Fay is that wealth that the Muslims then encountered while they took over this, yeah, these houses, these dwellings, and the people, because they broke the covenant, they were expelled. So now how to deal with this mal, this wealth of fay, which was not due to a battle, yeah, it was due to these circumstances. You following this, yeah? So it was no battle, they were expelled because of they broke the treaty. So how to distribute that? Let's take a beautiful ayah here regarding the Muhajirun and the Ansar. Ayah number 8 and number 9 and 10. Beautiful, subhanallah. Beautiful, subhanallah. والذين تبوأوا الدار والإيمان من قبلهم يحبون من هاجر إليهم ولا يجدون في صدورهم حاجة مما أوتوا ويؤثرون على أنفسهم ولو كان بهم خصاصة ومن يوق شح نفسه فأولئك هم المفلحون. Beautiful ayah. Talking about the Ansar, that they helped the Muhajirun, yeah, although their desire was not to, because you have to fight with your nafs, isn't it? You have to give some, you have to share with something. It's difficult, isn't it? Especially if you're thirsty, yeah. Subhanallah. People don't drink. Yeah, you know, you're in school, they say, I'll sky it, don't worry. Yeah? So you don't want that. You want the whole drink. No, these Muhajirun, they were helped by the Ansar and they did not become greedy. Yeah, they were generous. So Allah Ta'ala, He is giving us some guidance there on how to be with the people who become new Muslims in the state. Okay, moving on. The third section then is instructions to sever relationship with the Bani Israel. Yeah, because these people, they are the enemies of Allah. Allah is angry. Beautiful section here is talking about Ibrahim alayhi salam as an example. When Ibrahim alayhi salam, he found out, when he realized that these people are enemies of Allah, he said, I don't have the same relationship with you now, yeah? Let's be straight about where we stand. I disassociate myself with you because you disassociate yourself from Allah. So you need to do the same thing. You need to be clear about your relationships. Moving on. Fourth section. An invitation to the Munafiqun to acquire the correct belief regarding Allah, the Akhirah, and especially the attributes of Allah. Subhanallah. This is a beautiful section. It has so many of Allah Ta'ala's beautiful names in this. Let's just take 1 or 2 ayat regarding this section. Look at this beautiful. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu ittaqullaha wal tanzur nafsum ma qaddamat lighadin wattaqullaha inna Allaha khabirun bima ta'malun. Allah Ta'ala is saying, think about what you're sending forth for the resurrection. Allah knows everything. And do not be like those people who forgot Allah, and as a result Allah caused them to forget their own selves. You know, when you forget Allah, it means that you don't relate everything in your life to Allah. So you forget Allah. So then you forget your own self because you don't really know who you are. You think you're just an animal. Or you just rearranged matter. So everything then falls down. And then Allah mentions the people of the Jannah and Jahannam, they are not the same. Of course, the people of the Jannah will be successful. Allahumma rabba ja'alna minhum. Allah make us from amongst them. Ameen. Moving on to Surah Al-Mumtahina. Mumtahina is about the women that need to be investigated regarding their Islam, etc., if they come to the Islamic state or community from outside. Yeah. So in a way, we take the central theme, the citizenship and foreign policy of Islam has been mentioned here. Guidance to the believers and muhajirun to remain loyal to the state and not to maintain relationships with the disbelieving nations in light of the life of Prophet Ibrahim a.s. Again here, Ibrahim a.s. as an example, he disassociated himself with people who were against Allah and His Messenger. So the first section, 1 to 7, is talking about the loyalty of the true believer is to the state. So the loyalty is to Allah, Rasul and the state, even if they are relatives but not guided. Yeah? So they do not make their relatives as a priority, make them no. They make Allah and His Rasul the priority. Whoever loves Allah and His Rasul, they love them. Whoever doesn't, then they do not love them. Okay? So this is the very basic guidance that has been given. Moving on then to the next section. The foreign policy of the state, very simple, in 2 ayat has been mentioned. Let's take these 2 ayat of Surah Al-Mumtahina, ayat 8 and 9. And you will see the foreign policy as it is for yourself, inshallah. Here, so 8 and 9, as we do, I'll read the Arabic, you read the translation, inshallah. لا ينهاكم الله عن الذين لم يقاتلوكم في الدين ولم يخرجوكم من دياركم أن تبروهم وتقسطوا إليهم إن الله يحب المقسطين. So, be just with people who are not there to fight you. Yeah? Be fair with them, be just with them. They're not here to fight, you're not here to fight them. But إنما ينهاكم الله عن الذين قاتلوكم في الدين وأخرجوكم من دياركم وظاهروا على إخراجكم أن تولوهم ومن يتولهم فأولئك هم الظالمون. So do not befriend those people who are out to get you, to kill you, to expel you. They are your enemies. Don't become friends with them because then you are with them. So Allah Ta'ala is telling us loyalty lies with Allah and His Rasul, not with the people who earn Allah Ta'ala's anger. And then the next section 3 is talking all about the citizenship and immigration law of women who come from Mecca to Medina, and then what to do about their mahr if they are going to be divorced. Yeah. So this is a very technical aspect which we are going to leave, inshallah. But just to know that the Quran is talking about all these aspects in our life. And then this last ayah, let me move on, is guidance on loyalty with the state and disassociation with the disbelievers. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tatawallaw qawman ghadiba Allahu alayhim. Do not befriend people who are the enemies of Allah because Allah is angry with them. قَدْ يَئِسُ مِنَ الْآخِرَةِ كَمَا يَئِسَ الْكُفَّارُ مِنْ أَصْحَابِ الْقُبُورِ. Because they don't believe in the hereafter, so they have no hope. Yeah? So you don't want to be friends with people who don't have hope in the hereafter because they don't believe in the hereafter. So you need to be very careful on who you pick as your friends. Surah Al-Saf. Saf means saf, as we know, yeah? Straight in the lines. SubhanAllah. Beautiful section on this as well. These next few surahs that are coming, they are all part of the Quranic framework course because of their importance regarding Iman, Amal Saleh and Tawasi bil Haqq especially. Okay, Surah Al-Saf, after Uhud, yeah, instructions to the weak Muslims and Munafiqun to be steadfast, yeah. So, walk the talk. You believe in Allah and Rasul? Let's see. So become the helpers of Allah, become the helpers of the deen of Allah. If you make jihad with your wealth and yourselves, with true Iman, you will be successful and victorious, yeah. So let's take first few ayat. The first section is just talking about Allah Ta'ala. He's Aziz and He's Hakim, meaning He will give victory. But the section I want to talk to you about and I want to recite to you is this. Bismillah. Ayah 2 onwards. Now we want to think about this. Yeah, we need to reflect internally regarding these 3 ayat. Yeah. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh you who believe, lima taquluna ma la taf'alun. Why do you say but you don't do? Why do you claim but you don't actually fulfill that claim by action? Kabura maqtan indallahi an taqulu ma la taf'alun. This is extremely abhorrent and displeasing to Allah. What? That you say that which you don't do. So what does Allah want? Inna Allaha yuhibbu alladhina yuqatiluna fi sabilihi saffan ka'annahum bunyanun marsus. Allah Ta'ala, He loves those people who, as a very strong, cohesive, reinforced wall of people whose hearts and minds have been gelled together, concrete, they fight in Allah's cause. These are the people who Allah loves. Yeah. So Allah Ta'ala is telling the not the disbelievers, the munafiqun, you say you believe in Allah and His Rasul, prove it. And Allah Ta'ala is saying that to all of us as believers. Prove your iman. Because iman without proof is just a claim. Then there is mention of 2 nations regarding the Prophet ﷺ. Do not be like Bani Israel. Musa ﷺ came and the people didn't believe in him. Don't do that with your Prophet. Yeah. When Prophet Musa said, let's go and fight, they said, you go and fight. We're just going to sit here. Isa ﷺ came, he gave the news of Muhammad ﷺ coming. So now don't deny that. The Prophet ﷺ has come now. Why are you denying that? So this is da'wah to the Bani Israel as well, the people of the book. Then there is glad tidings of dominance of Islam. Again, beautiful section. There is one scholar in the past, he mentioned in his opinion that these 2 ayat, they are the central theme of the whole Quran. Wow. His opinion, yeah. يُرِيدُونَ لِيُطْفِئُوا نُورَ اللَّهِ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ وَاللَّهُ مُتِمُّ نُورِهِ وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. They want to extinguish the light of Allah with their mouths, but Allah will perfect His light, although the disbelievers don't like it. Meaning that this deen will prevail. هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. We mentioned this before. 3 times this ayah has been mentioned. Allah sent His messenger with the guidance, the true religion, to make it manifest over all other walks of life, even if the people who commit shirk, they don't like it. They won't like it. We mentioned that. This is Allah Ta'ala's promise. And then Allah Ta'ala is telling us, you want success? You want success. 4 criteria for success. Yeah. These are the criteria in this surah given. Allah Ta'ala first asks the question, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, hal adullukum ala tijaratin tunjikum min adhabin alim. Do you want to know how you're going to save yourself from the hellfire? Allah Ta'ala is saying. Straight up. Yeah? No wishy-washy, straight up. What is it? تُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. You have to believe in Allah and His Rasul, number 1. Number 2, وَتُجَاهِدُونَ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ بِأَمْوَالِكُمْ وَأَنفُسِكُمْ. Then you need to strive for His cause with your wealth and yourself. Yourself is your brain, yeah, your time, your money, your intention, everything. Your skills, all of this, they have been given to us just for this cause. We earn a living so we can do this, not the other way around, yeah? Khair. Allah will do what? He will forgive us, He will give us Jannah, and He will give us victory. But that is just in this life. The true victory is in the hereafter. And then finally, Allah Ta'ala is giving us an invitation. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu kunu ansar Allah. Become the helpers of Allah. Who doesn't want to become the helper of Allah? Because what did Allah say? He says, In tansurullaha yansurkum. If you help Allah, Allah will help you. Yeah? And He will make you steadfast. May Allah make us from amongst these people. Moving on to Surah Jum'ah. Surah Al-Jum'ah, this is really talking about the collective Muslim Ummah, how they will become strong, yeah, and how they will become gelled together with this weekly gathering of Al-Jumu'ah. Central theme is the objective of the advent of the Prophet ﷺ is tazkiyah, is to purify the intentions, to purify the belief, to purify the actions, everything clean. Beware of keeping the right balance in terms of religious and worldly affairs, because Jumu'ah is only for half an hour, 45 minutes. Other religions, they have the whole day off, where they don't do anything worldly. Yes, like the Sabbath, many people, they will say that we can't do anything worldly. No, this is not in Islam at all. There's a balance, Jumu'ah is the only time. Khair, moving on. Refrain from any racial or intellectual pride like the Bani Israel. Don't think you are something you're not. And act upon the collective obligations to attain tazkiyah. Prophet ﷺ has been sent to do 4 things. Make a note, please. This has been mentioned many times in the Quran. Number 1, tilawah, recite the Quran. Number 2, purify us, tazkiyah. So tilawah, tazkiyah. Number 3, teach us the regulations, ahkam, ilm of kitab. Number 4, teach us the hikmah, which is his way, sunnah. 4 things Prophet ﷺ has been sent. This is why we go to Jummah every week, so we can learn. That's why the Jummah needs to be in the language of the people, otherwise they don't know what's happening. What will happen to this ummah? Even if you go to 50 years of Jummah, you don't understand what will happen. Nothing, is it? Deaf, dumb and blind. Subban bukum umyun. La hawla wa la quwwata. This is and I appeal the leaders of the Muslimin. I appeal the Imams of the Muslimin. Please, you have a responsibility. Wallahi, you have a responsibility. You will be asked on the Day of Judgment. And I'm reminding you, you will be asked. The committees of the masajid, they will be asked on the Day of Judgment, what did you do to make your ummah come back to Islam? What did you do? This is a reminder. May Allah Ta'ala, inshallah, make you take the reminder, inshallah, for your own benefits. Moving on, inshallah, a severe critique of the attitude of Bani Israel. Very simply, Allah Ta'ala is saying to the believers, do not become like the Bani Israel. What did they do? The example given is like the donkey that carries a load of books. Does the donkey read? Can a donkey read? You seen a donkey read? Maybe in that film, what is it, Shrek? But that's it. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, don't be like these people. Don't become donkeys that carry loads. We love to have collections of books. Do we read them? Do we act upon them? Do we convey the message? No. Then you will be just like them. People who think they are very special because we are ummati of Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and we are going to Jannah anyway. Allah Ta'ala said, don't be stupid, don't be fooled. This is fool's paradise. You have to earn your Jannah. Jannah is not something you just bought when you were born and that's it. No advance booking there. You have to earn for it. So not be like that. And then Jummah, beautiful. Let's take this few ayat, then we move on. Ayat 9 to 11. يا أيها الذين آمنوا إذا نودي للصلاة من يوم الجمعة فاسعوا إلى ذكر الله وذروا البيع ذلكم خير لكم إن كنتم تعلمون. Very quickly summary, when Allah Ta'ala says, when the azan is made for Jumu'ah, stop your worldly dealings and then your heart should be now connected. Then I'm going to go and remember Allah. Listen to khutbah, listen to Quran, That's what it means, fas'aw, You're going to now hasten towards that. So you cannot do any dealings, no business, Please, no business at Jummah. This is not allowed, haram. This is clear cut. There's no, So don't leave your shop and say, oh, my assistant is opening the shop, I'm here. You'll be like Ashabu Sabt. Allah Ta'ala said, don't fish on this day, they kept the nets. So you keep your assistant, that's the net. Allah Ta'ala, He chained them into monkeys and pigs. A'udhu billah min zalik. So we don't want to become in that category. Serious. Jummah is serious. Subhanallah. But then Allah Ta'ala says, فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةِ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا لَعَلَّكُمْ تُفْلِحُونَ. Then you can go back and then you can go back to business and do more righteous deeds so that you would be successful. And this happened. Some people, because they were not sure about the regulation of Jummah, they left the Prophet ﷺ when a caravan came. Allah Ta'ala is saying, no. What Allah Ta'ala, His Rasul is saying in the khutbah, this is more better for you than any trade. Moving on to Suratul Munafiqun. Suratul Munafiqun, as we mentioned, all about the munafiq. It's a scary surah, to be honest. Advice to the believers to be aware of the plots and tricks of the munafiqun, and advice to the munafiqun that the cure to their disease is zikr of Allah and to spend in the cause of Allah. The more we remember Allah, this is antivirus, for nifaq. More we remember Allah, and the more we spend in His cause, the further, inshallah, we will be from nifaq. Simple. The more we read Quran with meaning, understanding, more we pray, yeah, remember, the more we do the adhkar, the masnoon adhkar of the Prophet ﷺ, and the more we spend in his cause, inshallah, Allah will save us from nifaq. Ameen. 12 characteristics of munafiq. I will list them for you. They are liars, they break the oath, or they use the oath as a shield rather. They don't understand. They look very impressive, but the inside they're hollow. Don't be mesmerized by people's words, yeah? They have a guilty conscience. They always feel, oh, you know, if you have done a crime, you hear the police siren, what happens? They're after me. This is what they are, the munafiqun. They are enemies of the believers, number 6. Number 7, they are arrogant, pride. Number 8, they are sinners, wrongdoers. Number 9, they are miserly. You're not writing. Number 10, they advocate others to become miserly as well. Try your best to keep up, inshallah. Make effort. Don't give up. Number 11, they think they are honorable. Yeah? Beautiful this is, no time to explain. Abdullah ibn Ubay, he said that we will kick out these adil, these rubbish people. Allah Ta'ala says, Izzatu lillahi wa li rasulihi wa lil mu'mineen. Subhanallah. Izzah is for Allah and His Rasul and the believers, not you, munafiqun. They love the wealth, and their wealth and their children, they keep them away from the remembrance of Allah. Remember we mentioned yesterday, what were the 2 issues people have when they are not proactive? What are the 2 excuses most people make? What kept me busy? Family and business, money. Yeah? Let's not fall into that trap. And then, beautiful, let's take these 2 ayat, then we move on. This is the cure. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. This is ayah 9. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu la tulhikum amwalukum wala awladukum an dhikrillah wa man yaf'al dhalik fa ulaikumul khasirun. Do not let your wealth and your children divert you from the remembrance of Allah, yeah? Otherwise you will be losers. Wa anfiqu, and spend. Yeah? Spend your life, your time, your effort, your processing. You know everybody has processing power. Yeah, we all have chips in here, yeah? Quad core, etc. It's all in here. We have to spend time, all the time we should be thinking, how am I going to spread the deen? All the time, 24/7. Only rest when quad core is, yeah, overheating. Then you have to rest. This we have to do this. So do this before a time comes when the death comes, because then there's no time. We want to die, inshallah, in this process that we were trying. Yeah, that we were trying our best, inshallah. Moving on to the next surah, Surah At-Taghabun. You see how this is a wake-up call for the ummah, subhanallah. At-Taghabun, as we said, beautiful summary of iman. Yeah, you feel there's weakness, here's the surah to give you iman now, inshallah. Initially, Allah Ta'ala is telling us in ayah 2, هُوَ الَّذِي خَلَقَكُمْ فَمِنْكُمْ كَافِرٌ وَمِنْكُمْ مُؤْمِنٌ وَاللَّهُ بِمَا تَعْمَلُونَ بَصِيرٌ. Allah Ta'ala, He created everyone. Some people choose to be mu'min, believer, some choose to be kafir. But Allah, He is watching, yeah? This is not without a reason and not without result. Subhanallah al-Azim. Yeah? So, then moving on, talks about the previous nations. Meaning that, look, you see, you remember now, Makki Quran now, all coming now, yeah? Bits of it, summary of it. Previous nations, how many nations we've mentioned? So many, you know? Especially 6 of them. Nuh alayhi salam, Lut alayhi salam, Ad, Thamud. Who else was there? Like Madian, and Shu'aib alayhi salam. Yeah? Salih, yeah, good, yeah, good. So all these, yeah? In one little surah, Allah is just mentioning them, meaning that this, remember, all Makki Quran is telling you this. This is just a reflection, reminder for you to think about this. And then, the crime of the mushrikeen is that they denied the hereafter. Meaning now, iman in akhirah. You see? First ayah, iman in Allah, then risala, because the previous nations, and then Iman in Akhirah. 3 Imaniyat have been covered straight away. Subhanallah. Allah made it easy, subhanallah. This Quran easy for us if we just open it. Okay, moving on then. It then talks about, ayah 9 talks about At-Taghabun. What is At-Taghabun? Let's read this, ayah 9. يَوْمَ يَجْمَعُكُمْ لِيَوْمِ الْجَمْعِ. And the day you will all be collected for the day of collection, yeah? Assembly. ذَلِكَ يَوْمُ التَّغَابُن. That is the day of At-Taghabun. Taghabun means to win and lose. Some people will win, some will lose. Everybody will lose. Opportunity cost. You know opportunity cost in economics? You had the opportunity, but you didn't gain more from it. Each one of us. Because no matter how much we do, we could have done more, yeah? So on the day we'll regret, Ya Allah, if I had only, I could have. So everybody will lose. Some, if you know what I mean, yeah? But inshallah, overall the believers will be, inshallah, who believe and they do good deeds. They will inshallah be the people successful. وَمَنْ يُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا يُكَفِّرْ عَنْهُ سَيِّئَاتِهِ. Allah, He will remove his bad deeds. وَيُدْخِلْهُ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِنْ تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا أَبَدًا. Entered into the Jannah forever. ذَلِكَ الْفَوْزُ الْعَظِيمُ. That is the great attainment. May Allah Ta'ala make us from amongst those people. Ameen. Okay. What else? Okay. So how to go about this? How to do this? What to do now? وَأَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَأَطِيعُوا الرَّسُولَ فَإِن تَوَلَّيْتُمْ فَإِنَّمَا عَلَى رَسُولِنَا الْبَلَاغُ الْمُبِينُ. If you want success, obey Allah and the Messenger. Whatever the Prophet ﷺ says, do as much as you can. Whatever he says don't do, you stop it immediately. This is Iman. And rely on Allah. And then Allah Ta'ala is saying, beautiful, subhanallah, guidance in this Quran, amazing. Family guidance. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, ayah 14, inna min azwajikum wa awladikum aduwwan lakum fahdharuhum. There can be potential enemies in your wives or your mates and your children if they're going to take you away from the obedience of Allah. So be careful. But doesn't mean you start beating them. Yeah? No, look at this. وَإِن تَعْفُوا وَتَصْفَهُوا وَتَغْفِرُوا. If you pardon them, you overlook their faults and you forgive them. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورٌ. Allah is forgiving as well, isn't He? He doesn't catch you straight away, does He? Allahu Akbar. Such beautiful guidance. إِنَّمَا أَمْوَالُكُمْ وَأَوْلَادُكُمْ fitna. This ayah is very dangerous. إِنَّمَا means your awlad, children and your wealth, Allah has given you just only to test you. That's it. That's the only reason why Allah gave us this. That's scary, isn't it? Whatever you're earning, what I'm earning, we are earning, only we are earning it to be tested. That's the whole purpose behind it. No other reason. Children we have, they are only there for us to be tested. What do we do with them? Do we make them people of Islam or what do we do with them? This is the test. May Allah Ta'ala help us and save us. Khair, I'm going to have to wrap this up, otherwise I will start doing tafsir. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. And then Allah Ta'ala is saying, إِن تُقْرِضُوا اللَّهَ قَرْضًا حَسَنًا يُضَاعِفُ لَكُمْ وَيَغْفِرْ لَكُمْ. If you give Allah a goodly loan, if you loan to Allah back what He has given you in the first place, He will do what? He will increase it for you and He will forgive you. SubhanAllah. We just need to give our heart and soul to Allah, you know that. That's it. The rest He takes care of. But that's hard. That's hard, isn't it? It's like, you know, when the first time you learn to swim, it's hard to let go of the side, isn't it? Because you might drown. We need to drown in this. Allah will save us. SubhanAllah al-Azim. Khair, moving on to the next surah, Surah Talaq. At-Talaq is talking about the two extremes, yeah? Situations a person can be in family life. So central theme, it is essential to guard the limits of Allah even if there is mutual discord and hatred between spouses, otherwise calamities befall a people. So even in the extreme circumstance, when the couple is not getting on, they have to still stick to Allah's rules. Taqwa. You know, when you get married, the khutbah is all about taqwa. Fear Allah, keep your duty towards Allah, don't break the limits of Allah. You are now being married. Don't take advantage of each other. Yeah? Do not mistreat each other, etc. And then talaq also, taqwa is mentioned so many times in this, you will find so many times in this surah. Meaning, in all these situations where you are very emotionally attached to somebody, or you are now very, very upset emotionally with somebody, keep taqwa. Allah is watching me. I can't step the mark. I need to make sure I'm just. Although I really, really don't like this person, I'd like to, yeah? This happens in divorce, unfortunately, yeah? This is the nature of the divorce. Allah Ta'ala is saying, keep to the hudud of Allah. Let's take some ayat here. Let's take the first ayah first. Ya ayyuhan nabiyyu idha talaqtumun nisa fatalliquhunna li'iddatihinna wa ahsul iddah wattaqullaha rabbakum. See, straight away, wattaqullah. لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن ولا يخرجن إلا أن يأتين بفاحشة مبينة وتلك حدود الله. Again, حدود الله, yeah? ومن يتعد حدود الله فقد ظلم نفسه لا تدري لعل الله يحدث بعد ذلك أمره. Subhanallah. Allah Ta'ala is saying, have taqwa of Allah, keep to the limits of Allah, and make the women fulfill the iddah period, the waiting period. Yeah? So legislation given here as well. And ayah 6 is telling us about good conduct. أسكنوهن من حيث سكنتم من وجدكم ولا تضاروهن لتضيقوا عليهن. Lodge them in a section of where you dwell out of your means, and do not harm them in order to oppress them. So don't keep them back into the house so that now I will take revenge. I will hurt you. No. Allah is watching. وَإِن كُنَّ أُولَاتِ حَمْلٍ فَأَنْفِقُوا عَلَيْهِنَّ حَتَّى يَضَعْنَ حَمْلَهُنْ. If she is pregnant, then maintain her until she is delivered. فَإِنْ أَرْضَعْنَ لَكُمْ فَآتُوهُنَّ أُجُورَهُنَّ. And if they are going to then breastfeed, then you can have a mutual agreement on the sustenance as well for the mother and the child. وَأْتَمِرُوا بَيْنَكُمْ بِمَعْرُوفٍ. But yes, confer among each other in an acceptable way. Ma'ruf. Yeah? Be sensible about this. وَإِن تَتَعَصَرْتُمْ فَسَتُرْضِعُ لَهُ أُخْرَى. But if you are in discord, then they may breastfeed for him another woman. So you can, some legislation is being given here regarding these situations. The next section then talks about, so there are only two sections there, main sections. Opposition of the rules and regulation of talaq leads to destruction and adhab. This is serious business. People think this is my personal problem. No. This is a communal problem. This is a societal problem. Why? Because your marriage, you see, you have to see Surah Saf. Surah Saf is talking about, when you build a brick wall, what do you need? You need bricks, yeah? Then you need something to join the bricks. This is the society we live in. This is community. Every family is a brick. If every brick thinks I'm alone, I don't need other bricks, what will happen? Will there be a wall? No wall. Just bricks. Pile of bricks. No good, is it? A wall is when it's together, straightened, upright. It becomes something, that is of worth. So talaq is not a joke. Giving talaq is not a joke, because it is splitting a family. But it is allowed because it is inevitable sometimes. But this should not now go in effect, or the effects of this should be minimized in terms of these societal negative effects. So Allah Ta'ala is telling us that if you just use this as a mockery, then this will affect whole of society. So do not do that. Let's take these ayat, inshallah. Ayat 8 to 12. Okay, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. وكأي من قرية عتت عن أمر ربها ورسله فحاصبناها حسابا شديدا وعذبناها عذابا نكرا. And how many a city was insolent toward the command of its Lord and His Messenger. In our context, this is talking about the commandments regarding talaq. So we took it to severe account and punished it with a terrible punishment. فَذَاقَتْ وَبَالَ أَمْرِهَا وَكَانَ عَاقِبَةُ أَمْرِهَا خُسْرًا. And it tasted the bad consequence of its rebellion here, and the outcome of its affair was loss, especially in the hereafter. أَعَدَّ اللَّهُ لَهُمْ عَذَابًا شَدِيدًا. Allah, He has prepared for them a severe punishment. فَاتَّقُوا اللَّهِ. Have taqwa of Allah, ya ulil albab. O people of intellect. Remember we mentioned ulil albab many times. الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا, the people who believe. قَدْ أَنزَلَ اللَّهُ إِلَيْكُمْ ذِكْرًا. Allah has sent you the message, this Quran. The guidance is there. Take the guidance, follow the guidance. وَرَسُولًا يَتْلُو عَلَيْكُمْ آيَاتِ اللَّهِ مُبَيِّنَاتٍ لِيُخْرِجَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا وَعَمِلُوا الصَّالِحَاتِ مِنَ الظُّلُمَاتِ إِلَى النُّورِ وَمَن يُؤْمِن بِاللَّهِ وَيَعْمَلْ صَالِحًا يُدْخِلْهُ جَنَّاتٍ تَجْرِي مِن تَحْتِهَا الْأَنْهَارُ خَالِدِينَ فِيهَا أَبَدًا قَدْ أَحْسَنَ اللَّهُ لَهُ رِزْقًا. Allah Ta'ala is encouraging the people, if you obey Allah and His Messenger, in talaq especially, you know, this is the biggest issue, yeah, in our communities. I mentioned before, yeah, there was some divorce proceedings happening, just somebody I know. And I said, no, you have to go through this channel, the Islamic channel. What was the answer? This is our way. This is how we've done it. Even if it goes against Allah, this is how we do it. SubhanAllah, this is adhab. This is dangerous. This is dangerous in this life and in the hereafter. Because you're rejecting Allah Ta'ala's guidance. And these matters are beyond us, to be honest. We have to just follow the guidance. Because you can't figure these things out, you know that, when you have these issues. There is no balance here other than what Allah has given us. Because you can't calculate a balance. Because you'll be subjective. SubhanAllah, Allah gave us that mizan, that balance. الله الذي خلق سبع سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن يتنزل الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير. Allah Ta'ala is saying, it is He who has created the seven heavens and of the earth, the like of them. Meaning that you are competing with Allah. No, I'm going to give divorce in my own way. You're competing with Allah, who created everything. How stupid can you be? SubhanAllah. His command descends among them, so you may know that Allah is all over all things competent, and that Allah has encompassed all things in knowledge. This is a warning. This is a warning. Allah Ta'ala, He is competent. He will take you up, account for it. So I advise you brothers, before you get married, you must learn about married life, and talaq. It's not taboo, Talaq is part of the deen. We need to know it. You know, Umar radiallahu anhu, he did not appoint his son because he said he didn't know even how to give talaq. I'm not appointing him until he learns it. So we need to learn our deen, because you're going to be a man when you're married, Man. Man is different to male, by the way. Male you are because you didn't have a choice. You're male, because the parts you're fitted with, you are male. You have to be man. Man is to know the deen. Inshallah, may Allah make us, inshallah, ar-rijal. Okay, let's take the last surah in this section, in this juz. At-Tahrim. Tahrim means to make something haram, or you could say something that is sacred. Beautiful, this is beautiful, subhanAllah. This is the other extreme. To love your wife so much that you break the rules. The other extreme, subhanAllah. And it is amazing, Allah Ta'ala is in His wisdom, He caused the situation such that the Prophet ﷺ, he did this. For us to see the role model, Allahu Akbar. Anyway, central theme, the limits ordained by Allah are also incumbent when there is love and trust between spouses. The family structure can remain strong if it is based on taqwa. Taqwa is the key. Taqwa, taqwa, taqwa. And the Prophet ﷺ said, what about taqwa? Where is taqwa? Ha huna. He said 3 times. At-taqwa ha huna, at-taqwa ha huna, at-taqwa ha huna. It's in the heart. May Allah give us taqwa. Ameen. In this Ramadan, this is all about taqwa this month. Okay, first section, ayat 1 to 5. One should be aware of the limits set by Allah when it comes to the love of one's wife. Let's take some ayat here. And you know the story. There are different narrations, but let's take this one of them. Prophet ﷺ, he went to one of his wives. He ate honey. The other wife didn't like that he stayed there. So she said, oh, you smell of honey. So he said, I say I won't have honey anymore. So he made honey on himself haram, as if. So Allah Ta'ala is saying, Ya yun Nabi, oh Prophet, lima tuharrimu ma halallahu lak. Why did you make that haram which is halal for you? Honey is halal. Tabtaghi mardata azwajik. This is just to make your wives happy. Subhanallah. Wallahu ghafur. Allah forgave you. قَدْ فَرَضَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ تَحِلَّةَ أَيْمَانِكُمْ وَاللَّهُ مَوْلَاكُمْ وَالْأَلِيمُ الْحَكِيمُ. Allah Ta'ala has made it, ordained that you now break this oath by giving kafara, etc. Okay, then what happened? The Prophet ﷺ then, he confided this to one of his wives, and then she then told the other one when she shouldn't have. So Allah Ta'ala is now telling the wives that, look, if you do not obey Allah and His Rasul, then He can very easily divorce you, and then He can bring women better than you. So what do you want? And of course, the Ummahat al-Mu'mineen, they obeyed Allah and His Rasul. Many people in whose heart there is a disease, they twist this against the wives of the Prophet ﷺ. Yeah? They are our mothers in faith. Yeah? Khair. Because this ayah, إِن تَتُوبَا إِلَى اللَّهِ فَقَدْ سَغَتْ قُلُوبُكُمَا. If you two wives want to repent to Allah, meaning what you have done now, then already your hearts are inclined towards it anyway. But of course, between husband and wife, there's this tension. I'm not going to give in. Why should I be the first one? Yeah? So this is what Allah Ta'ala, He's facilitating. You want to, but there's reluctance. Yeah? The married brothers are saying, yes, we know. The brothers are saying, I don't know. Anyway, khair. Subhanallah. And then beautiful, the characteristics of the believing sisters and the wives. Muslimat, mu'minat, qanitan, ta'ibat, abidat, sa'ihat, thayyibat, wa abkara. So, the brothers who are looking to get married, this is what you should be looking for. But before you look for this, be this yourself first, inshallah. Submitting to Allah, believing, devoutly obedient, repentant, worshipping, traveling, or the people who fast, either they're married before or they were unmarried. Allah Ta'ala says in this ayah, which is the third section. So we skipped one section already. Third section is saying, put a stop to those aspects which cause dispute and discord in a family. Sorry, before we go to that, let's just take this very important ayah, 6. This is really pivotal. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu qu anfusakum wa ahlikum nara. Oh, you who believe, save yourself first of all, then your families from what? Hellfire. Serious. When you're in the plane, they give you instructions. In case of an emergency, do what? Take the mask and put it on your son? No. Put it on yourself first. Because if you save yourself, you'll save him. If you don't, if you put it on him, you might die yourself and you might not save him either. So save yourself from the fire first, you'll then become the role model and the guide. And your family from the hellfire. Hellfire is no joke. وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةُ. The hellfire, it burns, its fuel is nas, people, and stones. And on it, alayha, malaikatun ghiladun shidadun la ya'sun Allah ma amarahum wa yaf'aluna ma yu'marun. Subhanallah. The angels don't have any feelings, yeah? They're robots. Yeah? Allah Ta'ala is saying the angels, when they throw somebody in the hellfire, they have no mercy. Because they don't have mercy. They just do what they are told. Yeah? So don't think that, we'll be able to plead with the angels. Some of the people of the past, they did, the Quraysh especially, yeah? No. Serious. And beautiful ayah. Talking about Nur again, on the Day of Judgment. Remember we mentioned in Surah, which Surah we mentioned? No? The Nur in front of the person on the Day of Judgment. Surah Al-Hadid. Yeah, remember the light. Here it is saying, Nuruhum, I'm just taking part of this ayah number 8. Nuruhum yas'a bayna aydihim wa bi aymanihim. Nur will be in front of the believers and on their right, because they did right hand, yeah, their right hands did the good work, yeah, if you understand what I mean, yeah. What will they say? يَقُولُونَ رَبَّنَا أَتْمِمْ لَنَا نُورَنَا وَغْفِرْ لَنَا. Oh Allah, increase our nur for us, and forgive us. That's the nur. Brothers and sisters, we need that nur. We are desperate for that nur. That won't come without trying our best to convey the message. That's not coming. Don't fool ourselves. Surah Al-Asr is coming. Surah Al-Asr breaks it down nicely, clearly. Then Allah Ta'ala is saying, those people who are munafiqun, be stern with them because they are trying to disrupt this community. There is also a background here. The allegations about Aisha radiallahu anha, and then Zayd ibn Haritha, that he is your so-called son, he's divorced, you can't marry his wife, etc. Yeah, all this is propaganda from the munafiqun. Then 3 examples are given here, beautiful, of one of them of the Prophet Lut, a pious husband, but his wife was not a believer. Then Allah Ta'ala is giving us a wretched husband, Fir'aun, pious wife. What was the name of Fir'aun's wife? Asiya radiallahu anha. And she asked Allah, she goes, look, وضرب الله مثلا للذين آمنوا امرأة فرعون إذ قالت, she said, رب ابن لي عندك بيتا في الجنة. Oh Allah, make me a house in your Jannah. I have a palace here, but this is a golden cage. Huh? Cage. I want Jannah, house in Jannah. وَنَجِّنِي مِن فِرْعَوْنَ, and save me from Fir'aun and his actions and from his people who are ظالمين. And then beautiful example of Maryam salamun alayha. If you have a daughter, call her Maryam, inshallah. Yeah? ومريم ابنة عمران التي أحصنت فرجها وفنفخنا فيه من روحنا وصدقت بكلمات ربها وكتبه وكانت من القانتين. Beautiful. Maryam salamun alayha, the daughter of Imran, who guarded her chastity. So we blew into her garment through our angel, and she believed in the words of her Lord and his scriptures, and she was of the devoutly obedient to Allah. Qaniteen. Subhanallah. So Allah has given us examples of good husbands, good wives, bad wives. There's one example not given here of bad husband and bad wife. Where is it? Who is that? It's in the Quran. Nearly there. Abu Lahab, tabbat yada abi lahabin wa tab, ma aghna anhu wa ma lahu wa ma kasab, so yasla naran dhat lab wa mra'atuhu, and his wife. Worst of the worst, two worst. Eh? May Allah Ta'ala give us righteous, inshallah, partners, make us righteous as well. It doesn't work just one way, it has to be two-way traffic. Eh? Otherwise it becomes a problem. Anyway, khair, inshallah. With that, we have, alhamdulillah, Allah has guided us, helped us to be able to at least complete, not to the best of what we can, but at least we're trying, inshallah, to do this juz, inshallah. We ask Allah, as we always do, Allah Ta'ala make us, especially this juz, brothers and sisters, really, focus on this juz. Learn the Quran. And I personally fell in love with this juz when I heard Sa'ad al-Ghamidi, Mishari Rashid. But that recording I can't find now. SubhanAllah. It's amazing, that recording, it hits the heart. I listened to it for years, non-stop. That's why I love this juz. I could talk all day about this juz. SubhanAllah. So let's listen to this, inshallah. It will affect us, inshallah. Ameen. We ask Allah Ta'ala to give us the real iman in the Quran, to give us the ability to recite it as it should be recited, give its due right, to then understand it as it should be understood, and then for us to act upon it to the best of our ability, and also for us, once we act upon it, to convey it. Conveying is very important. Please, Surah Al-Asr is coming. Surah Al-Asr is telling us 4 things. If we do it, then we might be saved. If we don't do it, we're not going to be saved, 100%. So may Allah Ta'ala guide us with that. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wa jazakumullahu khair. Wa ahsanul jaza.